So, today on Easter Sunday, another tragedy has befallen Christians and Catholics alike. Three churches in Colombo and Negombo, Sri Lanka, have been blown to pieces by terrorists. Same with some surrounding hotels around the area. Uh, this is a holy day for I think it was Christians and Jews. For the Jews, it's Passover, and for the Christians, it's Easter Sunday, like I've said. But this was a coordinated attack against the Christians. Many people, even if there is attacks, like there's attacks happening in France when it comes to churches. You have arson and vandalism happening all over France, and they don't do anything about it. They don't see it as a persecution or as a attack on people who believe in a certain faith. When it comes to a different faith, they'll fucking raise hell about it. But when it comes to Christians, nobody raises hell about it or gives a crap about it. Uh, this one, people give a crap about it because it was an explosion. It killed hundreds of people. It's very sad. My family is Catholic in and of itself. I don't believe in the faith as much anymore because, I don't know, probably because of me growing up and believing more in my patriotism for my country and less into the whole thing of religion because they didn't force me to go as much. But besides all of that, I'm reading an article from the New York Times that is explaining the attack, and hopefully it gives some light into the situation. Uh, as Christians in Sri Lanka gathered on Sunday morning to celebrate Easter Mass, the accumulation of Holy Week, powerful explosions rippled through three churches packed with worshippers, leaving hundreds of victims amid a havoc of splintered and blood-splattered pews. At least 207 people were killed and 450 others were injured in this attack, as said by the New York Times. Nobody really knows the motive or reason behind it. We just know that it was an attack or a persecution against people that believe in a certain faith, and it's very horrifying. Sri Lanka emerged a decade ago from a civil war between the Tamil guerrillas, pioneered large-scale use of suicide bombing. Effective suicide bombers in Sri Lanka was then widely studied and copied in the Middle East. But to do a full-scale attack on hundreds of people in mass, it's terrifying, and it's very terrifying. It shows that there's a group of people around the world that just hate these people for no reason, just because of probably something that's happened hundreds of years ago that many other civilizations that believe in different religions have been doing in either the name of religion or in the name of their king, whatever. But people don't look past that anymore, and it's like I said, very horrifying. And then you have the people that say that, oh, Christians and Catholics aren't being persecuted, they aren't being killed, or they ignore it. And yet you have all these crimes happening at such a large rate across the Middle East or across the East, just happening everywhere, not only the Middle East. You have this happening in places like France, Britain, Sri Lanka, wherever there is Christians or Catholics. You have all these attacks happening, and people don't raise awareness to this just because they would believe that it's attacking another faith or saying that another faith is more violent than the people that are trying to do their regular worship. Does it excuse things that Christians probably do nowadays? There's probably a few Christians that are very, very they do these terrorist attacks as well. There are probably a few of them that do that. But there's a handful of people out there that hate the Christians the most over attacks, like over something that's happened that people haven't done. Like there's a lot of people that are on both sides, Muslims and Christians, that haven't done anything wrong, and yet people still attack them for no reason. Uh, it's just sad. It's just sad. Just wanted to bring some light into this news. Thank you for watching.